Hello, friends. How are you all? It's great pleasure to be back again on the channel. We're studying about worry and what worry may do to you and me. As we are trying to understand further, as I am reading and also as I write, I have on my desk a book by Dr. Edward Podolsky entitled Stop Worrying and Get Well, out of print. Here are some of the chapter titles in that book. What worry does to the heart. High blood pressure is fed by worry. Rheumatism can be caused by worry. Worry less for your stomach's sake. How worry can cause a cold. Worry and the thyroid. The worrying diabetic. Another illuminating book about worry is Man Against Himself by Dr. Carl Menninger, one of the Mayo brothers of psychiatry. Dr. Menninger's book will not give you any rules about how to avoid worry, but it will give you a startling revelation of how we destroy our bodies and minds by anxiety, frustration, yes, and hatred, resentment, and rebellion and fear. You will probably find a copy in your public library. Worry can make even the most stolid person ill. General Grant discovered that during the closing days of the Civil War, the story goes like this. Grant had been besieging Richmond for 9 months. Yes, for how many months? 9 months. General Lee's troops, raged and hungry, were beaten, and entire regiments were deserting at a time. Others were holding prayer meetings in their tents, shouting, weeping, and seeing visions. The end was close. Lee's men set fire to the cotton and tobacco warehouses in Richmond, burned the arsenal, and fled from the city at night. While towering flames roared up into darkness, Grant was in hot pursuit, banging away at the Confederates from both sides and the rear, while Sheridan's cavalry was heading from off in front, tearing up railway lines and capturing supply trains. Grant, half blind, with a violent sick headache, he had a sick headache, fell behind his army and stopped at a farmhouse. I spent the night, he records in his memoirs, in bathing my feet in hot water and mustard, and putting mustard plasters on my wrist and back part of my neck, hoping to be cured by morning. The next morning, he was cured instantaneously. And the thing that cured him was not a mustard plaster, but a horseman galloping down the road with a letter from Lee saying to that he wanted to surrender. Yes. So we see it was not the medicine, but the letter. Yes, when the officer bearing the message reached me, Grant wrote, I was still suffering with the sick headache. Yes, but the instant I saw the contents of the note, I was cured. Obviously, it was Grant's worries, tensions, and emotions that made him ill. He was cured instantly the moment his emotions took on hue of confidence, achievement, and victory. Very important sentence. Yes, that he was cured instantly the moment his emotions took on hue of confidence and achievement and victory. 70 years later, Henry Morgenthau, Junior Secretary of, we are reading about Junior Secretary of the Treasury in Franklin D. Roosevelt's cabinet, discovered that worry could make him so ill that he was dizzy, and he records in his diary that he was terribly worried when the president, in order to raise the price of wheat, yes, bought 4,000,000 bushels in one day. He says in his diary, I felt literally dizzy. And while the thing was going on, I went home and went to bed for 2 hours after lunch. And if I want to see what worry does to people, I don't have to go to a library or a physician. I can look out of the window of my home. I can look out of the window of my home where am writing this book. And I can see within one book, yes, one block, one house where worry caused a nervous breakdown, and another house where a man's worry, yes, himself has put him in diabetes. Worried himself put him in diabetes. When the stock market went down, the sugar in his blood and urine went up. So worry can do all these things. When Montaigne, the illustrious French philosopher, was elected mayor of his hometown, Bordeaux, he said of to his fellow citizens, I'm writing to make your affairs into my hands, but not in my liver and lungs. Okay, friends? So we will stop over here. Very interesting. The main point is do not quit, do not worry. Yes, let worry. Yes, the word says, do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. Matthew 6:34 is true. And casting all your cares upon the Lord, for he cares for you and me. The word is true as we read from 1 Peter 5:7. God bless you. Be encouraged. Take good care of yourself. Yes, and love you all. See you soon again. Till then, bye bye.